day 6 of the 10-day hike, the Appalachian Trail with Bees and Diesel. We stayed in Hot Springs last night and stayed at little cottages. We were able to get our clothes washed, dried, pick up our resupply package from the outfitter, pick up a few odds and ends, like better waterproof bags. Had a really good lunch, really good supper. Got up and ate breakfast. I didn't have to boil no water to make it, so that's a good thing. Right now I'm looking for our white blazes. Good. Come to a trail intersection. And I don't see anything tells me which way to go.
Trails?
I'm thinking it's got to be up, I'm sure. Right now we're heading to Lover's Leap. We're in the Mount Pisgah National Forest in North Carolina. Jim's down there trying to find a way. I'll stay up here while Jim wrestles the alligator. How about that, Marlon Perkins? I think it's up. Everything we've seen says up. Up! Up! Jim came up with a wise little thing the other day and it came to backfire on him. If you don't like the rain, hike higher and make a snowman. And by golly, that's what we did. Woo! Jim and myself are sitting by a pond 4.5 miles outside of Hot Springs on our way to Irwin. There's a pond in the middle of nowhere with a dam and everything.
Probably what, 2,000, 3,000 feet?
Something like that. I was going to tell you a little about what we're doing. Something that Jim and I learned from some people a couple years ago. We hike for about 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, and sit down and take a 15-minute break. Take our shoes off, gives our skin time to dry out a little bit, and cuts down on some of the blisters and probably some of the swelling and the fatigue throughout the day. Our intentions today, since we got good weather for today forecasted, is to employ this 2-hour take a break thing up until supper. We'll probably stop at a shelter this afternoon at the 10-mile mark and eat lunch or eat supper 6 miles away, and maybe eat supper, fill up the bladders and the water bladders in the pack, that is, and then keep on moving. 2 hours and take a break, and then maybe make camp about dark tonight just to see how many miles we can put in, because we got today and tomorrow forecasted really nice weather, and after that Saturday and Sunday is 50, 70, and Monday 80% chance of rain and storms. Luckily those forecasts don't show very low temperatures, so we do have something going for us there, but we'll see. Just trying to take it easy for a few minutes, get the feet dried out. You got anything to say, Shipwreck?
Not at all.
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
You need to put your buff on. I want a video in your buff. I want to see you look like
Marty Feldman.
Marty Feldman.
You'll have to come to my tent tonight and look.
Okay. Here's your pond. We just say,
Snake.
There he is. There's a snake. Snake. Snake.
It looked like a little water snake. It hid away.
This is what you do when you find a snake. You poke at it. Now, what was that smart remark you were just saying about I have a snake story about everything?
But you got this little snake fetish, and you found one, your little snake phobia come across, and just popped out of the woods.
There he is. That's a big... Well, some of our friends from the fire station would call the Bataan Death March. Ken, our good friend that started with us last year, that's how he kindly refers to it as he tells stories of how Jim and myself push forward and just push out the miles. Nothing enjoyable about hiking. It's just getting from point A to point B. Well, the Bataan Death March is taking a new turn. I knew when we left Hot Springs this morning, they would be pushing right at a 20-mile day. That's not what the plan was, but I knew that's where we'd end up. We hiked through today, had to lunch up there at the fire tower. I showed you views from there. Looking at the map, we were kind of stuck between a shelter that was only, I think, 12 miles, 10 miles from Hot Springs, which would put us there around 2, maybe 3:30, I can't remember. And pushing on to the next shelter, which pushed us to the 20-mile point. So we thought, well, maybe we can get past that shelter, the first one, pick up some water, push on and find us a nice place to camp, flat spot for Jim's tent. And obviously, you and I as hikers, hammock guys, know that we can put it anywhere we want to. So that was kind of the plan. We got to that shelter around 3:30, met a couple of guys doing a day hike, and they were locals, told us that probably have a hard time finding water on the other side of the highway at Allen Gap. Well, we could most likely get water down there right at Allen Gap. The trail guide showed that to be a unreliable water source, but we bet on it, and it bit us. Right before we got to Allen Gap, I ran out of water, my bladder, and Jim finished off his last of his 32-ounce bottles and had about 40, 50 liters left in his Camelback. He gave me 20 ounces of that in the bottle I got, and we're pushing on for the shelter because that's the next point for water. I don't know about this. I knew when we left town this morning this is what it'd be. I knew that between the two of us that it'd end up a tough day. Temperatures in the 70s, maybe pushing towards 80, sunshine. Suck that 80-ounce Camelback down quickly. So, we're working on maybe 6 miles of trail with 20 ounces of water. I'll let you hear from you on the end of the day and how it goes.